Hello, teacher. Hello, my name is Nguyễn Sang. I'm one of your students in subject web programming with NodeJS. And today, I and my group is talking about Docker in middle exams. And first, I want to tell you about something about Docker and what is Docker and why is it important in mobile web and development. Docker is an open source platform designed to automate the deployment, scaling, and management applications within lightweight and portable container isolated environment that back code. And Docker is quite different from virtual machines, and this is the concept of virtual machine and container. As you can see, in modern web development, Docker has become essential for several reasons. Consistency by building application for their dependencies. Docker ensures that they work the same way across development, staging, and production environment, reducing work on my machine problem. See, Docker is work well on my laptop and it's also good on server and anyone also. Portability. Docker containers can run on any systems that support Docker, whether it's a development local machine, a cloud server, and on premise data center, making it easier to migrate applications across platforms. Scalability. Docker Docker facilitates the scaling of application and making it easier to spin up multiple instances of containers, allowing for flexible load distribution and high availability. Docker containers are lightweight, so light compared to virtual machines, enable more efficient use of system resources, faster application startup time, and reduce overhead. And key concept in Docker is providing file, this is container, image, Docker file, Docker compose, and Docker orchestration. And first, container are lightweight, portable environment where applications run, unlike virtual machines, which require a full quest operating system. Containers set a host system OS kernel, making them more resource efficient. Each container can include everything application needs to run: code, runtime, system tools, and it is isolated from the container. An image, a Docker image, is read-only template that define how a container should be constructed. It contains the application code, runtime, dependency, and any other necessary file. Image are versions and stored in registry like Docker Hub, allowing developers to reuse and share them. And Docker file is test file that contains the series of instructions to build a Docker image. It automates the image create process by specifying how the environment should build up, what dependencies should be installed, and the application should run. Example: a Docker file instruction include from pay image, run, copy, and cmd to run when a container start. Docker Compose. Compose is a tool for defining and running multi-container Docker application using the Docker Compose .yml file. You can configure the service your application requires. And the last, container orchestration. At application scale, managing hundreds of thousands of containers manually becomes challenging. Container authorization automate the deployment, scaling, networking, and management of container across cluster of machines. Popular authorization tools include Kubernetes and Docker Swarm, which help manage distributed container workloads, ensuring availability, load balancing, and ultimately recovery from failure. Actually, Dockerfile, when Dockerfile is built, it will become document image and it will run into a Docker container. Oh, and next, theoretical survey. Docker architecture is Docker use several key lineage technology to manage an isolated container. First, Nesbase provides isolation to container. It contains one container. It runs it on isolated environment with separate instance of system resources, like process ID, network interface. Docker use different namespace to isolate various aspects of container: PID, net, MAT, UTS, IBC. Control group Linux kernel feature used by Docker to limit account for and isolate the resource usage, CPU, memory, disk, or etc. This allows Docker to ensure that containers do not consume more resources than they allocated and have maintained. In Union file system such as AUFC, OFCL are store driver used by Docker to manage the layer of container. They allow multiple file systems to overlap, creating single coherent file system which make Docker lightweight and efficient. And how Docker simplifies development of NodeJS application. Docker allows developers to package Node.js application with all their dependency ensuring across different environment, local development, testing, and production. This emulates the work on my machine issue. You can define consistent environment in Dockerfile that include Node.js, NPM, and any required library. Simply set up using Docker using Node.js application is straightforward. The developer can define the development environment, necessary dependency, and system configuration in Dockerfile. This reduces manual setup time for individual team member. Docker Compose for multi-container application. This use database example in MongoDB, Redis, MySQL. Docker Compose simplify the abstraction of such multi-container setup by defining them in Docker Compose .yml file. With Docker Compose, you can remove the entire application stack with one command. Docker Compose up and deploy automation. You can make build once and deploy anywhere. This simplifies continuous integration between CI/CD pipeline for Node.js applications. And benefits and challenge in containerization in web development. Benefits: it has scalability. Docker makes it easier to scale web application by running multiple instances of containers across different machines. This enables rapid horizontal scaling as containers are lightweight and can be spun up and down quickly. Isolation: containers are isolated from another one, which means that different components of web application, front-end, back-end database can run in separate containers. This isolation provides security and stability. Deployment automation. Docker simplify deployment by creating bulk table, consistent image that can run anywhere from development local to cloud server, and challenge with Docker is complexity in orchestration. While Docker is great for running individual containers in large number of containers across machine, introduce complexity to like Kubernetes or Docker Swarm modified to manage scaling, load balancing, and fault tolerance with a learning curve. And persistent data management. Uh, Managing persistent data like database in content can be challenged since containers are styled by design. Is ensuring that data persists when containers are recreated. Remove can require additional configuration using Docker volume. Overhead. Overhead in resource management. While containers are lightweight compared to virtual machines, running many containers on single host still require careful resource management to avoid contention and ensure performance with C group or exercise containers on single machine. Oh, that's all my part. Thank you for listening. And next is my member is will performance. Goodbye.
Hello teacher, my name is Lê Đức Trung. My student ID is 522H0110, and today I'm gonna tell you about our project. First, that is project overview. We decide to make a bookshop website that provide full CRUD, that means create, read, update, and delete functionality. This web application allows users to explore books, manage book details, add new books, update existing ones, and delete entries. The project is built using React.js for the front end, NodeJS for the back end, and MySQL as the database. The aim is to demonstrate a seamless, simple, and efficient system for managing book inventories. So why Docker is used to deploy the website. So in modern software development, it is essential to manage dependencies and environment efficiently to avoid issues like it works on my machine errors. That means when I implement my code, so I send it to my friend, but my friend cannot run it. Our project have multiple components such as React for frontend, Node.js backend, and MySQL database that each have unique dependencies and configurations. Managing these services manually can be time-consuming and error-prone. This is where Docker comes in. Docker allows us to containerize each part of the application with its dependency in isolated environments. It ensures that the project runs consistently across different machines and eliminates compatibility issues. Additionally, Docker simplifies the deployment process, making it easy to manage multiple services simultaneously. So here is an example that I had met. I had met when I implement this website. So I have an issue when starting the website, probably due to missing package or version discrepancy or between my local database or my TMS. I don't know, but to resolve this issue, my teammate uploaded a Docker image to Docker Hub. I then pull the image and use Docker compose to deploy the application. This approach successfully resolved the problem, and the web's application is now running smoothly. That is the fact. So here is the server involved, and I will tell you about their interactions. Here is where first I'm going to talk about front end. I use React.js. The user interface UI is built using React. It allows users to view, add, edit, and delete books. React communicates with the backend via HTTP request. So now we come to backend. We use NodeJS with Express. The backend acts as a REST API that handles requests from the front end. It processes incoming requests and performs the corresponding CRUD operation on the database. For example, when a user adds a new book, React sends a post request and Node.js inserts the book into the MySQL database. And the last one is database. We use SQL. At first we decided to use MongoDB, but it didn't go well, so we decided to change to MySQL. The MySQL database stores all book related data such as ID, title, descriptions, cover, and price. It also supports queries for entering, updating, and deleting data. Node.js communicates with MySQL through SQL queries to manage this data. So how these services interact? First, about front end. A user interacts with the React interface. That means they will click into the adding button to add new book. And next is backend. React send, when they click add button, React send a request to Node.js API such as post request to /API/books. That is just for example. So next is to database MySQL. Node.js processes the request and interacts with the MySQL database. So the last one is response. When the backend sends a response back to React, confirm the operation success or failure, the UI update accordingly. So next I'm gonna tell you about the architecture and the implementation. Here you can see on the screen that is a code of a Docker file. We use version 3.8, and front end we decide to put it in the box 3000 and 3000. And for the backend we use box 8800 and 8800. And for the environment we don't use the hash password yet, but we will try our best later to use hash password next time. But as you can see here is the database min test, and the password is 123456. And thank you for listening. Now my friend will continue with the result and discussion, and after that is the conclusion.
Okay, I will continue my friend presentation to present to you the results and discussion about our project. About the firstly, I present the outcomes of my localized projects. As you can see, this is my Docker container, and it has the database, the backend, front end, of my essay v1 folder. And here is all the files of our folder projects. You open the terminal and you type a command like this. It has in our readme doc text file, and this is what you can type is docker compose up build. In type it in the terminal to start the docker desktop, and we go to docker containers, and we have the icon in front of these name like database backend, front end, and the whole folder. The front icon is green, which is it's running. We click this pop, which is the front end, to open the website project, and it is our website project here. This website project, we can delete it, we can update the book like this is there. It will be updated to this picture, this title, description, and price, and we can add the new book here. Click here, we can add the new book in here. I will random all the data here. There you have it. Next, I will highlight every challenge of my website project, which is I will add new book here and type all the informations. Book, in the book cover here, we can take the photo of our we can browse of our files we can browse our own file to this book cover. So we have to use the link transfer, which is here. We choose a image file, like this. And it will transmit the link to the image file, and we copy it to the book cover, and we add, and it will has that image, and that is our group challenge. Next is the conclusion of our midterm project. This project gives us valuable hands-on experience in developing a full stack
web application using React, NodeJS, and MySQL. We learn how to implement key operations such as create, read, update, and delete, which is called CRUD, and connect the front end with the back end and database. Which is front end we use React, back end we use NodeJS, and database we use MySQL. This helps us better understand how the different components of a web application interact. We also face some real-world challenges like missing packages and version mismatches between databases, which taught us the importance of managing dependencies and software environments carefully. Overcoming these issues made us more familiar with troubleshooting and improve our teamwork as we collaborated to find the solutions. Docker plays an essential role in streamlining our development process. It allows us to containerize each part of the system like React, Node.js, and MySQL, ensuring that everything works the same way across the machines regardless of differences in setups. This consistency saves us from issuing that could have slowed us down, such as it worked on my machine problem, but in the other computer it doesn't work. Additionally, Docker Compose made our workflow much smoother by allowing us to launch the necessary service at once, reducing setup time and effort. We also discover how Docker can make deployment easier. Instead of having to install all the tools and services manually on every system, we could use Docker images. In Docker images look like this in my Docker desktop. These Docker images. And ensuring the same environment runs everywhere. This approach reduces errors, speeds up development, and makes scaling applications easier, especially as projects grow more complex. Overall, this project gave us not only technical skills but also practical knowledge of how to use modern tools like Docker to develop, deploy, and manage application efficiently. It has been a great learning experience, and we now feel more confident working with full stack application and solving common issues in real world development. This lesson will be very useful in future projects as we continue to improve our skills and build more advanced applications. And that's all of my demo midterm project. And goodbye teacher, have a nice day.